What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Jay Sutton here, and today I just want to go over my week 7. It's going to be real quick. It's a huge milestone as far as the recovery process goes. It's a very small step, but a huge milestone. And what I'm talking about is in week 7 for me, and I could have did this in week 6, but your boy's a little behind, just a little bit. But week 7 for me was all about losing the wedge sole and going into the flat sole. So pretty much you start off in this wedge sole right here, and what that does is, you know, keeps your foot pointed down, because you want that Achilles to remain like attached and close to each other so it can heal. So you start off with it down in this wedge, and you start off on the back of your boot at 3, and it's locked. This will be up here and it'll be locked. And eventually what you do is, I'm all crooked right now, you drop it down each time. So then you go from 3 to 2 to 1 and then to 0. But when you go to 0, you change the sole and you put on the flat sole. And what that does is gradually getting your foot to go from like this to that. And so that's a really, really big step, because now you're getting closer to walking and being able to wear a shoe. That's the whole point, is gradually stretching that tendon to where it needs to be. And so, and my daughters are right outside the room, so you're probably gonna hear them a little bit in this video. But yeah, so my week 7 was pretty much just trying to walk with this flat sole. And what you'll learn is that each time, even when you have the wedge sole on, each time that you go down, or up rather, you'll see that it'll be harder to walk. It'll feel like that tendon is pulling. And so my week 7 was pretty much, oh, and when you put that flat sole on, it takes it to a whole nother level. So it was very, very painful for me, and I couldn't walk, so I had to use crutches the majority of the time when I changed to that flat sole. So like I said, my week 7 is pretty much either trying to walk on the crutches with a flat sole, trying to get that tendon right, trying to adjust to moving to 0, which is neutral, as well as not having the wedge sole, but having the flat sole, and walking on my crutches, trying to get used to that. And if I wasn't walking, I was icing and elevating. If I wasn't icing and elevating, I was probably using this method that the doctor gave me for plantar fasciitis, which is rolling my foot on the tennis ball. It helps tremendously. It feels really good. That's pretty much it. That's my week 7. So week 8, I'm looking forward to and beyond, because that's when you start trying to get into the shoe. But again, I think about week 7 with the Vacoped treatment plan. You start at week 6, I think you go into that flat sole. So yeah, that's my week 7, man. Just trying to walk with a flat sole. A huge step. And what you'll learn is, with this Achilles recovery process, is these little small things are like huge milestones. So if you're at 3 on your boot, which is 30 degrees, which is the maximum bend for your foot or whatever, excuse me for not using proper medical terms. But when you go to 2, you're like, you know, you can go to 2 in a week. Each week, you change your degrees with your range of motion with your foot. And so it's like a huge deal. You're looking forward to it. You're like, oh my God, on Monday, I get to change to from 3 to 2. And what you're doing is getting a step closer to recovery. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what I have had going on. I look forward to sharing my week 8 with you all. Yeah, and hopefully I start physical therapy soon as well too. So I'm looking forward to that. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I will catch you next week as I share my week 8 of my Achilles rupture recovery process with you all. Thank you so much for watching.